my Jeep peeps? What up, my Gladiator gang? What up, my Mojave mates? What up, my friends? Welcome back. I know you're asking, where the hell have I been? Well, it's been a doozy of a year, folks, but here I am, and I apologize. I haven't had a lot of content on the channel, but I'm going to go in to explain what's been going on in our lives, and we're going to talk about Costa Rica. We're going to talk about the Beast, of course, and what the future holds for the Beast, for me, and the channel. All right, first things first. So, went shoe shopping for the Beast the other day. He's 2 years old, so we had to get him some new shoes, and we went and got bigger shoes. So remember, I had the 35s. Well, now we've bumped up to 37s. So if you'll remember, here's a picture of the 35s. And now we have the 37s. So check these bad boys out. Went with the same Pro Comp tires because I like them and they're quiet. They're the quietest mud tires on the market. So again, I went with the Pro Comps 37 1250 R17s. Really happy with them. But look, you can tell the difference. They're just really a lot beefier, a lot bigger. I'm just really happy with the look of these tires. So that's what I went with. Went the other day to Alabama Truck Outfitters in Homewood. So for my Birmingham peeps, if you need any off-road stuff, go check out my buddy Clayton White at ATO Alabama Truck Outfitters down on Oxmoor Road in Birmingham. Great guys, great staff, very helpful. They do a lot of stuff there now, spraying bed liners and all kinds of stuff. So here is the Beast's new Christmas present, new shoes. Really happy with it. And I didn't notice any difference in the ride. The ride is still smooth. Clayton said there may be a little bit of sluggishness. I haven't noticed that at all. Still rides like a champ, drives like a champ. Gas mileage, I'll let you know. It may go down a little bit, but so far it's about the same, 15 to 16. But if you drive like a maniac like I do, you're not going to get the mileage. All right, so also remember, when you're going to bump up in size, remember, super chip, super chip, super chip. Remember to recalibrate your tires or your speedometer for your new tires. And you just scroll through your super chip down to the tire size. Make sure you measure your tires. Okay, mine was a 36, so you just input that and follow the steps. So don't forget, super chip to recalibrate once you get new tires. No re-gearing needed to be done on this because the Mojave's already come with a 410 gears. We don't need to re-gear. We can probably go up to 40s and still not re-gear. Now, if you're going to go higher than that, you want to think about re-gearing, but that's going to be thousands and thousands of dollars. And who got the money for that? Not me. Okay. So, yep, got the new tires, recalibrated, runs like a champ, drives like a champ still. So I highly recommend. If you go with 40s, I like the Pro Comps, but it's your choice. You can do whatever you want. So that is Beast's new Christmas present. So, all right, so let's get caught up on what I have been doing all this time. So as you know, Rob and I moved down to the lake, and that house has consumed us for over a year. We have been nothing but nonstop renovating that house. So I really haven't had any time to do any off-roading or anything like that, or do any, really just no off-roading. So sadly, Beast has become a pavement prince for now, but it happens. So like I said, we've been nonstop on that house. We are almost at the end of the line on this. We have to get this house sold because in June, we bought a condo in Costa Rica. So we're super excited about that. We actually got to stay in it for the first time a couple weeks ago, right before Thanksgiving. Love it, love it, love it. Super excited. We cannot wait to get there permanently. So that's really why there hasn't been a lot of content on the channel. And again, I apologize, but basically it's on hiatus, and it will probably be on hiatus for a little while longer. And here's the reason why. So last year, the president of Costa Rica signed into law where in order to bring expats down to Costa Rica, that you could bring two vehicles and all your household goods with no import tax. Okay, well, Costa Rica is a little bit behind the times, and those laws have not been implemented as of right now. So if we were to, at this point, bring the beast in, and let me just go backtrack. I was not going to bring him. I had decided to sell. I was going to get rid of him because I'm not going to have a job. My company won't let me work in Costa Rica. So I was like, well, I've got another year on this lease, and I didn't know how I was going to pay for it. So after much discussion and Rob knowing how much I loved the beast, we're going to go ahead. Once we sell the house, we're going to buy the beast with the proceeds of the house. So we'll buy him, and we'll get him there eventually. But back to the import tax. So that law has not been implemented yet. So if we were to move now and bring beast down, they would charge us at least 52% of the value of this truck, which is about 60 grand is the value. So we're looking around 30-some thousand dollars just in import tax only. That doesn't include, you know, getting him there, shipping containers, port fees, all that kind of stuff. That is not in our budget. So sadly, beast will have to be put up in storage somewhere. We haven't decided where we're going to put him up for storage. So he's going to sit for a while. But of course, when we get him in there, get him down to Costa Rica, of course, then I can start the channel up, because there's a lot of places in Costa Rica that we can take beast and explore. So we're pretty super excited about that. So that's going on with Costa Rica. So again, we're moving projected end of April is what we're shooting for. We're trying to get this house done. We still have a lot of work to do. It's been, like I said, the house has consumed us. It's taken me away from everything. So that's, you know, I feel bad because I haven't gone anywhere. And then now that we're further away from everybody, a lot of the events are a couple hours away, and I just don't have the time to go up there. I'm going to try to do a couple before I leave, and of course, if I do, I'll put those videos up. We did go to, this past year, we did hit up the Pigeon Forge Jeep invasion. I didn't post anything, I apologize, because at that point, I had it in my mind that we were going to sell, so I didn't purchase anything. But it was a great time. Nonetheless, if you've never been, you must go. I can't tell you how many Jeeps were there. Thousands and thousands. Just like I said on the last video when we went. All trim levels, all colors, all makes, everything was there. And even the vendors had grown. There was hundreds of vendors. It's probably one of the biggest Jeep shows in the country. It's humongous. We also hit up the Jeep Jam in Panama City Beach in June. That was a lot of fun. If you've never been, do go. It's not quite as big as Pigeon Forge. We were able to actually hit the sand dunes there in Panama City, and I tell you what, Beast was in his element. He loved it. I mean, just flying through the sand. We had a great time. So those are a couple things that we've done since I've last been here. Of course, also, I have grayed the beard. I have lost 41 pounds. So there's been a lot going on. So, but right now, again, the main focus is getting this house finished, getting us to Costa Rica. Hopefully they'll, you know, get that law it's passed, but get the paperwork going so we can get Beast down there and start a whole new channel, not a whole new channel, but new adventures in Costa Rica with Beast. I'm trying to think what else has been going on since my last video. I think I talked about getting those hinges for the Freedom panels. You know, I ordered those, a year ago or so, at the last Jeep Jam, or the Jeep Invasion in Pigeon Forge, and we waited, they said, quoted us 14 weeks. How long? It was so long, and I finally canceled them up. It was like 6 months. It was ridiculous. And I canceled the order. I said, this is ridiculous. And when I called them, they tried to talk me into it, and they're like, well, we're working on the locking system for the Gladiators. I'm like, look, just give it to somebody else. I'm not going to waste my time. So I went ahead and canceled that order. But that's about it. Just a quick update on life and the Beast. He's still running fantastic. He's got 28,000 miles on him. I don't plan on doing any other modifications right now. I kind of like him the way he is. Now, going back to Costa Rica real quick, a couple of the current concerns that we have, if we have been told by one of our new neighbors, I may have to take this tint off the window, and I'm not sure about this light bar. Costa Rica is pretty strict. You can't have tint on your windows. They want to see the driver. Now, once that passes inspection, then we can go ahead and get that retinted. But that, I think, is gonna, that I'm not really crazy about. I'm not looking forward to that. I hope that's not true. I may do a video on that. But And I don't know what I'm going to do with this built-in light bar. If they're not crazy, if they're not allowing that, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, because I'm not taking this thing off. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But that's about it, kids. The beast's running great. We're excited about the move to Costa Rica. I'll keep you posted on, getting him there. I don't know when that's going to be. It's going to be sad to leave him in storage, because he's my kid and I love him. So, but I'm excited to get him down there. He's going to stick out like a sore thumb. Down there, trust me, there are Rubicon gladiators all over, not all over, there's several. However, no Mojaves. The Mojave trim level is way too expensive. This is information that I was given from our driver, who our new buddy, Raphael, was telling us. The Mojave trim level is really expensive to bring into Costa Rica, so they do sell the Rubicons. The Rubicon gladiators and the sport gladiators, I believe the sports start at around 120. I've seen some new for 120. So they're pretty pricey over there in Costa Rica. The Rubicons, maybe 130, maybe a little bit more. I guess it just depends on your options. God knows what I could sell Beast for over in Costa Rica. There's no tell, because he will literally be one of a kind, I'm hoping, over there. And let's hope to God that nobody steals him. But if they do, he'll stick out like a sore thumb, and it won't be hard to track him down. But hopefully that won't happen. We are in a secured community with armed guards, so that's really nice. But that's about it, guys. I just wanted to give a quick update on life, what's been going on with us. So, thank you for all the subscribers, and I've got some great informative videos for a while. If I do any trails or off-roading, I'd like to do a couple before I go. I've got a buddy that's trying to talk me into going to Stony Lonesome, which is an off-road park. I heard some weird, not so good stuff about that park, but he said that they have since fixed the trails up. They're not as crazy, and then we can take some easier trails. But I've heard a lot of people have flipped their vehicles, and I'm not looking to do that. But if I go somewhere on a trail, I'll record it and I'll post it. But I appreciate all the support still. I'm still getting subscribers. I appreciate it. I'll keep you posted on the hiatus. The channel is kind of on hiatus until everything goes through with Costa Rica and all that stuff, as I said before. But hey, like I said, if you're going to go bump up on tire size, go see my buddies at ATO, Alabama Truck Outfitters. If you're in the Birmingham or Tuscaloosa area, go check them out. Clayton White, again, great staff. Don't forget, again, if you're going to get bigger tires, you don't need to re-gear unless you're going over 40s. Make sure you measure your tires to recalibrate your speedometer through your super chips. Don't forget. And I think that's going to be it, guys. All right, until the next video. If you like the video, hit like, hit subscribe. And until next time, Pura Vida.